Hey, and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be looking through episode 1 of season 3 of Mandalorian. It's finally here, and we're going to be going back and looking at all the best parts of the episode, so let's get straight on with it. So the episode starts with inside the armor chamber. The armorer is building a brand new Mandalorian helmet, and then it literally switched to outside on a beach. And basically she is giving this boy his Mandalorian initiation process, I'm assuming. Then she's putting a helmet on him, and then just as she's about to say, like, you know, you should never take this helmet off, all the Mandalorians on the beach during this initiation process are literally attacked by this giant beast coming from the sea. And it's literally all out battle on the sea. They're all firing off their guns, all this stuff going on. And then out of nowhere, Mandalorian's ship just shows out of nowhere and literally starts firing all these rockets at the beast, and he literally obliterates it. And after he's destroyed the beast, we roll into the credits where it says Mandalorian and the episode title, and then we move forward. Now, in the next part, Mandalorian's now face to face with the armor. If you remember correctly, in Boba Fett, she said to him, "You are a Mandalorian no more." And basically he wants to become a Mandalorian again. So he tells the woman that Mandalore is still intact and asks if he can get to Mandalore and bathe himself in ancient waters. I think is what he says. Can he redeem himself and become a Mandalorian again? She says that the caves have been destroyed, but says if he goes and he does it and he's able to prove that he's done it, then he will be redeemed to become a Mandalorian again. So we get to we're on basically Mandalorian ship. He's arriving at Navarro, the planet, and he's basically going to see Karga, i.e. Apollo Creed. And he obviously needs something from him. So while we're walking through Navarro and he's making his way to go and see Karga, we see so many, and I mean so many, little, you know, Easter eggs of Return of the Jedi. You see a white version of C-3PO. You see a few races from Jabba the Hutt's lair. We actually even see Admiral Akbar, a creature that looks like Admiral Akbar in there, and I think it was a really little cool thing to put in there to just let us know we're in Star Wars universe. So now he finally meets up with Karga, and Karga's like some admiral or something down there. He's like some king or something. I couldn't remember for the life of me. I was too focused on other stuff. And basically they're talking, and he's basically wants Mandalorian to live on Navarro now and be kind of like his general there. And he offers him basically an opportunity to settle down, i.e. retire from taking bounties and stuff like that, and basically be his general. Obviously Mandalorian refuses. He lets him know that he's got another, you know, mission to do, and he can't really settle down or anything like that. But while they're speaking, a droid comes in and basically lets, you know, Karga know that pirates are trying to invade the school. So they go downstairs, and he tries to speak to the pirates to get them to, you know, go away. And basically they're like, "We want to have a drink in here," and he's like, "Well, that's a school. You can't have a drink in there." And then, like, it's like a standoff. And basically it's like a western kind of thing. Who's gonna grab their gun quicker and they get shot? And Karga basically shoots the hand of the main pirate, and he's just like, you know, fucking hell, this guy shot my hand. But what happens then is Karga's obviously thinking that he's gonna back off. He basically says, "You're not drinking here. This is a school." And obviously he's just had enough of this nonsense. So he just pulls out his blaster and literally kills all of this pirates team. And the pirate leader's the only one that's left, and he basically just runs off. Another part now. So after we've dealt with the pirates and they're walking back to the palace, they address the Cara Dune situation real quick, and basically explained that she can't be the general for Navarro because she's been recruited by special forces, and obviously she's off-world, which basically means that there's no more Cara Dune. But I guess and a positive spin of that is that they didn't kill her off. So one would make the assumption, maybe, I mean, it's a very big maybe, but maybe Gina Carano, the door is open for her to come back at some point. I know we'd all, you know, think it would be cool, but we'll see. There's been no mention of Fennec or Boba Fett himself. So we'll see how the season pans out. So now as they're walking around, they see the statue of IG-11, and basically Mandalorian explains to Karga that the only reason he is at Navarro, should I say, he wants to rebuild IG-11. And basically Karga is trying to explain to him that, you know, he can't rebuild him. But after being talked around, they basically get the parts off the statue, they put half of him back together, power him up, and then basically his lights just go red once he's powered up, and he wants to kill Grogu, and he's back to his factory settings again. And eventually after a few shots, they're able to shut him down. And then basically Karga shows Mando to some engineers that might be able to put him together. They have a look at him and they're like, basically, you know, we're missing, you know, multiple parts here, we can't fix him. And then basically Mando's like, if I find these parts, can you fix him? And they're like, yeah, we can fix him if you find the part. So that's basically now Mando's next mission. His mission now is going to be going to find those missing parts so they can rebuild IG-11. Now we get onto the next part, and basically they're going through space. I think they're doing light speed. So then while they're in space, Dorian Shard's pirates try to attack Mando and Grogu. Basically Dorian Shard is basically the pirate king, so they try to attack them, and then basically what Mando does is kind of like flies through an asteroid field, kind of like Han Solo, to try and get away from them and be able to take them out a bit easier. But then what happens is the pirates guide him straight to the pirate king, Dorian Shard, and he basically tells Mando to surrender. And what Mando does is he basically they just light speed right past them, and they're like, the pirate king just looks so frustrated. So then after that, we get to the part where Mandalorian and Grogu have now arrived at Kalevala and go to the Mandalorian castle, where they've basically come to see Bo-Katan. And he says to her that he wants to join her rebellion. And she basically tells him that her forces have left her because she did not have the dark saber. And then he goes on to tell her of his mission, basically to get redeemed and stuff. And she basically just says he's a fool, and that, you know, he can't, it's nothing's there, it's a load of rubbish. And then he basically says, well, that's basically what I'm gonna do. And she says, you know, goodbye, Din Djarin. And she just looks pissed off, and basically on her expression on her face, it's quite clear to see that she's just giving up everything now, because that her whole mission was to reclaim Mandalore, and all her troops have left her. And she basically says to him, maybe you should go and lead the troops. And we all know Mandalorian don't want to lead no troops. So yeah, that was basically it, guys. That was the whole episode. It wasn't a long episode today. I mean, I guess the thing is, we're all so used to, you know, Last of Us, like hour-long episodes. So I think it was, it feels much shorter than it is. But, you know, Mandalorian episodes have never really been that long, other than like the season finales and stuff. But yeah, I really enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode in the comments down below. And if you're looking forward to the rest of the season, and what your opinion is on the lack of Gina Carano in this show. Do you think it's going to affect the show? Does it bother you? And what are your thoughts of her possibly returning in the future? As usual, thank you for watching this video. And if you did like the video, please click that like button. It helps ever so much with the algorithm. And I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care and live long and prosper.